So we will be talking about CloudFront today. CloudFront is one of the service which is being offered by AWS. Why we are using this CloudFront and where we will be utilizing this, and what are the other services, similar services available in other cloud, like that we can discuss that today. CloudFront is one of the service which is being offered from AWS, Amazon Web Services, and it is related to the S3. And like we are going to utilize one of the S3 bucket for this CloudFront configurations. And from that, whatever the object which we are uploading that, or any files we are uploading that, either it is a media file, means like some of the movie file or audio file, or a document. Normally, like all the websites will be having some kind of a documents or other things. So anything can be uploaded to the S3. We've seen that S3 already, like. So the CloudFront will be utilizing one of the bucket which we are going to map it out, and it will be sending it across the world. World in the sense, you see that. So I would like to say something about, first of all, how the movie trailers which we are seeing every week, maybe like, because so many Hollywood movies are releasing. And in India, there are many movies, other Hindi movies, Tamil movies, and like Telugu movies. So many movies are coming. It's very easy to understand. That's why I'm just saying that. Okay. So how the movies, the trailers are getting released. We always normally we go and see it on in the YouTube only, correct? Correct? In the YouTube we'll see that, or maybe like in Vimeo or some other sites. If it is a songs are getting released in the sense, Spotify will go for, a Smule app something will go for. What are the other sites are there for song releases? You guys know the word? How it has been made, song releases are happening in Sri Lanka and your country? Hello.
Yeah, Ramna.
Song release, movie release, something like that. How do they make it? Where it is available normally? If you guys would like to go see that,
Yeah,
Right.
film halls are. Film halls are there. And
Okay.
like theaters.
No, in online I'm asking, like how we see in the trailers and like some of the song promos will be coming up, no? Not on the TV.
No.
Okay.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah,
mainly.
yeah. We have no such huge market for that. So that we just as Achal said, Facebook, YouTube, like only.
YouTube will be watching that. Okay. Anyway, we'll talk about something on Hollywood movies. Okay. Hollywood movies are worldwide. They've been releasing it for a worldwide because their market is there that much. So they can sell. They can sell that movie all over the world, like that. So when there is a trailer is getting released, in the sense, how many people will be accessing it in a minute? Have you ever seen that kind of number of views in that YouTube screen? Likes, dislikes, and other things. The views will be coming up in the left hand side like that. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
How many? More than 100,000.
Yes.
More than 100,000.
More than 100,000 in 1 minute, right? So when it is goes on per day, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours per day, or second day, you see that how many hits may be there for a particular video?
Yeah, sometimes might be millions. I mean, more than millions.
So when it goes in a billion, in the sense, how that particular site is withholding all these things, means like how it is being keeping that information on that. So whenever we are having, say for example, this is a website which is maybe like you can take it as this is a New York. Okay, this is an NY, New York. In New York, maybe like in one of the data center, something they must be releasing that kind of a video. Okay, YouTube video, something like this. Take it as. So people who are there from all over the world, maybe this is North America, this is South America, this is your, take it as like your Europe, and this is Africa, right? And this is Asia Pacific and Australia. So I mean to say that whenever there is a movie is been released, movie trailer has been released, the people will be start going to this site and they try to see that movie. What is that? Correct? No? We are visiting the website. The link which we are clicking directly from the any one of the platform. What platform? We have the Facebook. It has been shared. We have in the Twitter. It has been shared. We have seen in the WhatsApp. It has been shared nowadays. And again, the people are sharing it through that Twitter and other things and all. So how the content is being properly displaying for every other query which has been sent on that? Have you ever?
From a network perspective, we use content delivery networks. So what we do is, like if New York releases the video, the first person, let's say from Australia, access that video through peering, it will be connected to New York. But at the same time, in Australia, we have content delivery servers. We will cache them. We will cache them like Akamai. And then from the caches, so the second person who is connecting to that website or connecting to the video from Australia, he will be served from the caching servers.
Okay. Then what happens actually?
So there'll be several caches actually. So several caches will be updated within any domain, like for example, Asia, Southeast Asia, or Australia, or Africa. Several caching servers, then main caching servers. There will be sub-caching servers.
Okay.
And either the main caching server or the sub-caching server will, whoever who is nearest to the customer will start serving the content.
Okay.
So the traffic towards New York will be reduced.
Okay, that is nothing but like we call it as like a distributed computing. Correct. The content distribution is happening. That is what content delivery is happening. Content delivery, content distributions, and a content delivery network, we normally call it as a CDN. What is the point in creating that CDN in the sense? We don't want every other query from wherever the part of the world people try to access it. It doesn't get to the single site or something, single data center or single server or something. What do? We will just copy that all the informations to all over the world. Then the people who are in their own region, for example, if I say that people are in Asia, let me take this. This is the people are in Asia, like that, maybe in Bangalore or Hyderabad or something. So AWS has got some kind of sites and other thing, because in AWS, Mumbai is the only data center they have. So in Mumbai site, Mumbai server also, this has been getting copied. It's a cache has been created on this one. So when a person is accessing that particular link, because only one link has been given for all, correct? No, it's only one link is given. HTTPS and rather they given. So they try clicking that link from their own region in the sense Asian region and Australian region and African region like that. When I am clicking from Bangalore, it will not go to the original where it is being hosted or something. It will try get into that the content from the local servers only. That is nothing but the cache has been how Achala said that the same thing. The cache has been created on this. The entire content has been moved over here, means like copied over here, and it has been kept on this one. So when I'm clicking on this link, it will directly redirecting that my query towards the local servers only, and my query will never reach the New York. So maybe the original content will be there in the New York, okay? Your data center will be there. But as soon as it's been copied on this and it has been kept on the original content, it is get copied to every other server. So this configuration, we are going to talk about something on a CloudFront. So CloudFront will be doing the copying and maintaining and the link management and the content delivery and the like availability and so many options which we are going to see in the CloudFront. This is a brand name. You can take it as like CloudFront has been given. Maybe in Microsoft Azure network or a Google network, there is a different name has been given on that. And the CloudFront is the one which is picking up that original data. Original data means either it can be a trailer or it can be a song promotions or it can be a website itself. There is a new advertisement which just came up on that. Some kind of reduction sale, something is happening on festival and other things. So people would like to flash it out. The companies would like to, brands would like to flash it out in the sense they will be putting it on kind of a network like a CloudFront. So that information has been copied. That information has been carried through the CloudFront network. In the CloudFront, there is a like all the servers, wherever the servers which are there, they are getting copied. The content has been copied on that, and it has been kept on that. And the people who are visiting it from their local country, means from Africa, if they are visiting the Johannesburg or a Cape Town or something. In Europe, they will be visiting it from the Germany or London or something like that. So they will be visiting only the local servers on this. They will never, their query never forwarded to this New York server or something. So whatever the site which has been given on the https:// something.com, something / something like that. So the content has been released on this. So this content will be copied to all the sites, whichever it is coming under this CloudFront network. That is a different network has been built for this one, like some of the dedicated servers are which are there all over the world. So this CloudFront will be taking that distribution job whenever there is a original content is available in the any one of the server, not only in your. If some of the local movies are created on this, like local movie trailers are sent on Indian companies in the sense like it will be on Mumbai mostly. So this Mumbai server content will be copied to all the other servers as well, all over the world, like this. So once it has been copied on this one, then people will be accessing the local site only. So prior to that, we need to do certain configurations on this in CloudFront. First of all, what is the first step is that we have to upload the content into the S3 bucket. S3 bucket, either it is a video or audio or maybe a picture file or something like that. We will just upload it. Then we will keep it ready as a public access. We have to give the complete full access for everyone to see that content. At least the read access has to be given for that. Once it is been kept and ready, then we'll have to verify that whether S3 has been reachable from the outside. Means we'll have to take the DNS name of the S3 bucket and the object name along with that URL you need to take and put it on a web server to see that whether it is accessible once it is ready. Just we'll come back to the CloudFront configurations. That CloudFront configuration, first one we will be selecting like an origin. Origin is nothing but from where the content is going to be taken, original content. So we will map that S3 bucket objects to that CloudFront configuration. That is an origin. Then there are so many other settings of that. Other settings in the sense which format it has to be given on this. Either it is a HTTPS format or HTTP format, or like so many other configurations which are there on this. Then we'll have to give that log should be generated for that. How many people are accessing that? How many hits are happening? And there is a whitelisting and blacklisting we can configure that. Whitelisting in the sense certain countries can only watch this. Even though it has been copied all over the world and it has been kept ready, the people are clicking that link. When the people are clicking that link, in the sense, if that country is not coming under that kind of video should not be watched. Something like that. Some other countries has got some kind of still restrictions are there. Some of the very sensible content should not be shown to those people like that. Maybe it's because of that something religion based, or it may be due to some kind of violence or something, which every other country has got their own standards to be maintained. So accordingly, we can limit that countries to watch like that. That is possible in CloudFront. Means I can entirely block out the continent itself. I can block out the European continent completely and configure that. Means whoever the people who are getting this link in Europe, if they try to click that link, none of the server will respond to that. And again, they will not be able to reach that original content where it's been kept also. So this is called as like a block list. Either we can create a block list, or we can create the block list in the sense blacklist, and we can do the whitelist. Whitelist in the sense which are all the countries are included in the whitelist can watch that content. Which are all the countries which are mapped under the blacklist in the sense they cannot watch that like that. And moreover, whatever the content which is available on that S3 bucket, it's not going to be the static one. We can even update that content whenever it is possible. Means like the trailer has been released, for example, I can just say the movie trailer has been released for 1 week. So what is the day today? It is the 29th of January. The 29th January has been released as a first trailer. So now after 2 weeks or something like that, the trailer will be having some more scenes or songs or something will be added to that, or maybe the older things will be removed, new things will be added on that after 2 weeks. So what do? We will be uploading that new content to the S3 bucket. So we can configure the CloudFront to pick up the new content from the same bucket like that. That is also possible. Means updating the content with without like modifying the URL which we already given to the people or something. We can still do that. After 2 weeks, the people are watching, in the sense there will be some new like content will be shown to the people. Like, so these are all possible because of the cloud computing has come up. Otherwise, it will be very much impossible, because we will be hosting that site in our own like web server or something. And whatever the content you are going to keep, that whatever the machine configurations you are going to keep, load balancer you will be keeping it, DNS another thing, routing another thing, whatever you do, it's not going to be that much like capacity is there for a whole entire world is watching on same time simultaneously. That is also, I would like to say that, because when there is a trailer has been released in a 1 minute or something, you will be seeing the hits are coming up, like millions of hits are coming, billions of hits are coming. How does it possible? Million and billion hits cannot be possible in one server can handle that. There is no server in the world can handle billion hits per second or something, nowhere. So it is all actually cumulated hits which are happening all over the world for that link. But where the link is being getting subscribed, means like where the link is being taking that content and giving it to the people is different. Asian people will be getting that content from Hong Kong, Singapore, Mumbai, something like that. Australian people will be getting the same content from their own country, means Sydney, Canberra, or Adelaide, something like that. They'll be getting it. That's all the names which I know. And in Africa, maybe Cape Town and Johannesburg, they will be picking up the same content. In Europe, like in Berlin or Paris or London, they will be getting it. In New York, in America, like the New York or some other city, San Francisco, something like that, they'll be getting it. So it is about the content which we are talking about. We are not going to keep the content in one place to keep the traffic is completely engaged and it has been completely, the people will be getting that video not found, audio not found, or something like that, file not found, something 404 not found will come up sometimes. Like those things are completely can be avoided by configuring the CloudFront. CloudFront, we can still see it on the free tier. It's a free, but once it goes for like the production side or something like that, we may have to pay that accordingly the how many access which is happening onto that bucket or something. So once we configuring that, original bucket URL will get replaced by the CloudFront DNS URL. There will be a different URL will be created. We will not give the original the S3 bucket URL to the people. Then doesn't make any sense at all. We will give the URL which is created by the CloudFront by giving like a cumulated URL for all the servers can be accessed by just one URL like that. We will give that URL to the people. Like we will be sharing that CloudFront URL which is created by CloudFront. We will give it in a Twitter, or Facebook or WhatsApp or any other social networking sites, and all we will just start giving it to the people. So this is about CloudFront. Any questions on this? Any questions? Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah, pretty much clear, Ramnath.
So we will go for kind of configurations on the CloudFront. First of all, we have to create the website. Sorry, not the website. We have to create the S3 bucket and putting an object on that. Then we will be able to go for CloudFront configurations on this. Who is going to share the screen? I will be stop sharing it. Okay. 1 second. So once you get into the S3, and please upload any one of the object, whichever you like. First, you create a S3 bucket with the public permissions on that to read the permission.
Okay.
Can make slightly bigger the screen because it is very small.
Okay.
You all guys are
Enough.
small only. Why? So make it bigger. Yes. Bucket 1. Yes. Bucket 1 may not be taken. Please give the dates and other things. According to that, 29, 1, 22, something like that. Just make it out. Okay.
That would be fine.
USC 2 is okay. Scroll down. $1,754. What is that? Okay. Anyway, AC
No, 1754
time. Okay.
time.
Okay.
No,
AC,
then no one has.
no, it's right. Okay. ACL enable.
Yeah. ACL disable.
Enable.
Yeah.
Then scroll down and it should be public access. You need to remove this and you'll have to acknowledge it.
Yeah, done.
Acknowledge. Scroll down, please. Tagging not required. Encryption is not required. Advanced setting you can click on. We are not going for any heavy configurations on this because we're just going to upload only the object on this. You can click create bucket. Loading buckets. Okay, now it's ready. You can just open that. See that objects can be public. It's okay. Please open that bucket.
Yeah,
And
I'm inside the bucket.
yeah, I can upload one other object. Just put one kind of attractive thing. Some picture is
Attractive.
not yours. No. Some kind of, some wild animals or flowers, something like that. Okay.
Flowers I had to download, not in my machine.
Yeah, Windows will be having some kind of pictures now. Windows.
Windows. Yeah, over there, no pictures. Done.
Scroll down, please. And you'll have to make the permissions on this. Permission. Oh. Permission with grant public.
Grant public.
And understand. Click on that.
Public read access only.
Yeah, that's all. That's enough. That's
That's enough, right?
Upload. Uploading 71 KB.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can click on this destination.
Oh.
Here, destination. Click on this 10 JPG. No, nothing. Just open this picture only.
Over there. Searching there.
This is your URL. You can copy that and open it on new tab. Okay, there is some tent and other things are there. Okay, good, nice. And the URL which we got it actually on this one will get replaced by the CloudFront configurations on that. Okay, anyway, let us keep this one. You can close it. Now let us open one more window from AWS. Right click on this. And please check for CloudFront in this, in type CloudFront here. CloudFront. No space. It is a content delivery network.
Great CloudFront distribution.
Yes, you can read it and you can make it something bigger. This screen, everyone can read it. Control plus you can do in this.
Yeah, did it.
Get started things, you see that free tier we can have 1 TB of data transfer. HTTP requests and HTTPS requests. 2 billion similar functions are there possible. Each month always free. We can definitely see it in the free tier itself. Okay. And again, the pricing you can see that if you going across more than that, then there will be a pricing.
Awesome.
I can see the benefits and features: reduce latency, improve security, cut costs, customized delivery. So it is having 225 points. Just see. No, scroll up, no. No, scroll up. Yeah, it's having 225 points of presence. Means the distribution network which we have means like 225 points of that. Your kind of video or audio, whatever it may be, it will be copied to the 225 locations all over the world. That's what. That are connected fully redundant and parallel 100 GB fiber, delivering ultra low latency performance and high availability to your end users. CloudFront automatically maps network conditions and intelligently routes your user traffic when serving up cached or dynamic content. That's what. Dynamic content in the sense, if you make something changes on your original, that is nothing but a dynamic. Dynamically, the CloudFront will understand that there are some changes happen. Accordingly, it will modify that content to reflect the real latest one to the customers. And security, you can see that customizing the delivery, cut costing, like that we can see. You can read out.
Yeah. You mean from reduce latency?
Oh, that is already done. So you can see something on improving security, like
improve security. Use CloudFront for parameter protection, traffic encryption, and access control. AWS Shield standard defense traffic transmitted through CloudFront from DDoS attack at no additional charges. For application protection, you can integrate AWS WAF.
WAF means web application.
Web application firewall, yeah. Manage rules and manage third-party firewall options.
Yeah, we can activate some third-party firewalls also for this. Then cutting the costs. Cut costs.
Yeah, integrated with AWS using CloudFront consolidation requests and removes data transfer out fees from your AWS origins. CloudFront offers customizable pricing options, including simply pay-as-you-go pricing with no upfront fees and the CloudFront security savings bundle that helps save up to an additional 30%.
Customized delivery.
Serverless compute features enable you to securely run your own code at the AWS CDN.
Yeah.
Customize your delivery to overcome the unique challenges your business faces, creating your own balance between cost, performance, and security.
All right. Then these are all coming as like a use cases. If you want, you can see the use cases also down. Deliver fast, secure websites, accelerate dynamic content delivery and APIs. So normally CloudFront has been used for websites only. So you can easily understand, that's why I just took that trailer option. But websites are given with some latest contents on that. And they will be putting it on a CloudFront only. They don't want to keep that servers and everywhere available, so they put it on the content in the CloudFront configuration so that sites will be properly updated with the dynamic content as well. Okay. Accelerate dynamic content delivery and APIs. That is also possible. You can scroll down. Stream video live and on demand. Distribute software, game patches, and IoT OT updates. Many other functionalities are there. When you just see the advantages like that, there are so many. Okay, let us go and click create on this one. Let's see. So you click create origin. Okay, just click on that origin, it will come. Origin domain. It's there, bucket is showing. You can select.
Yeah, bucket is showing.
So the content which we putting on this, now it is getting loaded. So it has been added to that. Origin path, we don't require it. You can leave it. And name will be like this much. And this is the name. Enter a name of the origin. We can keep it as it is, not an issue. S3 bucket access. Don't use AI. Bucket must allow public access. Yes, use OAI. Bucket can't restrict access to only CloudFront. We have the public access already assigned no, to this.
Yeah.
You can use it, no problem. And yes, you use OAI can restrict access to only CloudFront. We can make it whatever we would like. You know, like the authorities, we can make it out like whether it is going to be the public access or it's only the CloudFront will be utilized. Okay, you can scroll down, add custom header, enable origin shield. We are not going to add any header at all, right? Doesn't require as such. Origin shield. The letters are very small. You can read that. What is it? This line.
Origin shield is an additional caching layer that can help reduce the load and your origin and help protect its availability.
No need to add anything. Shield LL we don't require. You can just click on this additional settings. You'll see. Connection attempts. The number of times the CloudFront is 1 to 3. The default is 3. Let us keep it. Connection timeout. Maybe it will be given in 10 seconds or something. Let it be as it is. Response timeout. We don't have any kind of a custom origin. What is a custom origin, maybe? Do you have any idea? So the origin we given like only from the S3 bucket, correct? If you scroll up and you can see the origin has been given from the local AWS S3 bucket only. Right. So what about custom origin then?
Yeah, that is we have to give domain name where we hosted the if it's somewhere else.
Correct. Yeah, yes, because instead of if you'd like to give it on the S3 bucket, you can give it. Otherwise, you can give your original domain name also. Okay. It may take up that content and it will be copying it to the CloudFront network. That is also possible. For that only they are saying that custom domain. You just registered one domain now, correct? Something not echo camping, something like .com, something like that. So that also can be given here. If you give that, it will be coming up here also. But currently we are using only the S3 bucket, so no need to edit these settings. Okay, scroll down. Default cache behavior. Compress objects automatically. Click on info to see that. Yes, loading content, it's taking time. Maybe your network is slow. Okay. Just read this one.
Yeah, compress objects automatically. CloudFront can automatically compress certain files that it receives from the origin before delivering them to the viewer. CloudFront compresses files only when the viewer supports it, as specified in the accept encoding. Header in the viewer request. For more information about the files that CloudFront can compress, see the following documentation. That means it will compress only if our browser can decompress it and view it, right?
It is
It's
about
like that.
compressing the files and keeping it. As and when it has been accessed, it will decompress and give it to the people. So
Yeah, but
because CloudFront, CloudFront need to send it to all the sites now. When it is sending
yeah,
it can send it. When people accessing it, it will be decompressing and seeing it. The people like that. For that only the automatic compression they are looking for. We don't want it. Now we don't want this.
but that happens in our browser level, right?
Browser level, how compression will happen? How the browser
No,
will
not compression, decoding.
decoding. I don't think that browser.
No, cannot.
Backend servers will be doing your compression, decompressions, and all things. Okay. Then the viewer setting, viewer protocol policy, HTTP and HTTPS has been selected. Either the site can be accessed through normal HTTP or it can be accessed through the HTTPS level. Possible. Or whenever people are normally typing HTTP and they try to access a site instance, it will redirect to HTTPS. That also we can have it.
Yeah.
Or we can offer a third one, only HTTPS. They need to type HTTPS to view the site. Let's keep it as this. This option is okay. Scroll down. Allowed HTTP methods, get head. Let us keep it like that. We don't want to get into that because if you are very good at HTML programming, then you must be knowing all this. I'm not well versed with HTML programming. Okay, let us keep it as this.
Post.
And restrict viewer access. Can you read this line? It's very small.
If you restrict viewer access, viewer must use CloudFront sign URL or sign cookies to access your content.
No, we don't have any signed URL. No? Signed URL in the sense to access a site, we may have to provide our username and password. Correct?
Yes.
In our case, it is not there. So we are not going to restricting the viewer access. Say no. Correct.
Yeah. We are not going to make any viewer access restrictions.
But in production, we can do that because if it is a company provided with information, intranets and information in the sense, we can say that yes in that case. So they have to provide their username and password to view the content on this.
Then it will be trusted signer, trusted key group like that, right? Okay.
Yeah, okay. We have to create that. Okay, no, great. Cache key and origin requests. We recommend using a cache policy and origin request policy in control to control the cache key and the origin request. Cache policy. Cache policy and origin requests. It's actively, I guess it is by default, it is creating it. We don't need to give any settings and all here. You can go with the normal default because we are just seeing only the demo in this case. You can scroll down. Okay. Additional settings. Smooth streaming. What is a smooth streaming? Can you read this line?
Choose no if your origin is configured to use Microsoft IIS Internet Information Server for smooth streaming.
Anyone knows about what is smooth streaming? Asala, name? No idea. Okay, Microsoft IIS is looking for smooth streaming. We can take it in that way. Okay, we are not doing anything on this because we are going to have it on from the AWS only, so we don't require smooth streaming. Then field level encryption and enable real-time logs. If you want the logs, you can click on info. With the CloudFront real-time logs, you can get information about the requests that your distribution receives delivered within the seconds of CloudFront receiving them. So real-time logs are delivered to the data stream of your choice in Amazon Kinesis data schemes. You're not using any Kinesis over here. So no need to give it, leave it out. Let it be no only. You can scroll down. Function associations, viewer request, viewer responses, origin request, origin response. Just check what is this, no association. What is it? Can you? CloudFront functions, Lambda at edge. These are all coming as like other functions can be called for to process and provide the output for us. You can just click on this info. Lambda is another function we use in the to automate certain things on this. Yeah. See that. Just read that functions.
With edge functions, you can write your own code to customize how your CloudFront distribution processes HTTP requests and responses. You can have up to 4 edge functions per cache behavior. One for your event type, viewer request, viewer response, origin request, and origin response. You can choose from 2 types of edge functions, CloudFront functions and Lambda edge. CloudFront functions are available for viewer request and viewer response event types. With Lambda edge, your function code can access the body of the HTTP request.
Okay, this is all coming under the function association. Lambda is nothing but like Lambda will be creating a like a platform, like the platform as a service. We can run a function on that. It can produce a result in any other services like that. We have a Lambda lab which is coming up next. Do that. We will create some kind of a code, and that code will be sending the results to the like the CloudWatch or something. We can see that. That we'll see later. Here we don't require it because it's a very heavy configurations. Maybe in your production network you may be requiring, because these things are very important. These lines are very important. So we are seeing that cache information, how does it been handled, right? Cache behavior and each event type, viewer request, viewer response, something like these are all very important for a website which is running on that. How much has been coming up, what all the reviews has been given on this. So to collect all these informations, we can even call the functions here. So function association can happen for this CloudFront. Currently in a demo, we don't require this. You can scroll down. Settings, price class. So this is important. Use all edge locations, best performance, and use only North America and Europe, and use North America, Asia, what is that? Middle East and Africa. Everything is there. So we are using everything on this. So our content will be distributed to every other country. There is no restriction as such. Okay, then the next one is WAF. We are not configuring any web application firewall over here. Not required. Nothing. You can even protect your site with the firewalls and other things. You can scroll down. SSL, we are not creating it. SSL certificate we can add to that for the people to access this now by using the certificate information and other things. Leave it. Supported HTTP versions. HTTP 1 and 2 has been supported. It's already selected. And default root object, not required. Scroll down. Standard logging off. So how much the S3 bucket has been created, or it is delivered and other things and all like that, you can just see by logging. We don't require it. IPv6, we don't require it. You can just make it off. We are going to do IPv4 only. And descriptions, if you would like to have something on a descriptions, you can type it. Else you can leave it as it is. Before creating distribution, wait, we can scroll up and see what all the selections we made once more. Go until top.
Yeah.
Okay. Origin, we selected the S3 bucket. Origin path we are not giving because we don't have a custom domain, and the name let it be as it is, not an issue at all. And S3 bucket access, don't use OII. OII means origin access identity. Okay. Must allow the public access is already there. And enable, what is that? Origin.
Enable origin shield.
Origin field is no. Scroll down. Additional settings. That is nothing but the connection attempt will be 3. And seconds timeout will be 10 seconds. Something like, right? 1 to 10 we can keep it. And the response timeout, and this is only for a custom origin. So we are not using that. You can leave it. Those are all grayed out already. Default cache behavior. That is default, it has been set on this. You can check what is the path pattern and other things. Cache, because we are going to see the cache on this. Click on the info, it will show. Path pattern, you can read it because it is very much technical and it is related to that kind of programming stuff, something like. Okay, you can leave it. And the compress object, automatically we say yes for that. We are not touching that. Viewing HTTP plus HTTPS. Get head is okay. Restrict video viewer access. We are not restricting any access as such. And all the other settings we are kept it as a default only. Scroll down. You can scroll down. You can scroll down. Smooth streaming, no. It's used only on Microsoft products, no. Enable real-time logs, no. Function associations, we are not using it. We leave it. Scroll down. Settings, use all the edge locations. We already selected, but there is a default selection as well because no country is blocked. In every country, the people can see our video or audio content or picture contents. Okay. And web ACL and all, we are not doing custom ASL, nothing we are doing that. Scroll down. Supported HTTP version 1 and 2 is there. Scroll down. Yeah. Logging off, IPv6 off. Now we can go ahead and just click create distribution. This distribution takes at least 15 minutes to get deployed. We have to wait for that. Okay, saying deploying, right? And this is the detail, distributor origin name, domain name, something is there. This is the origin name you will be getting. You see that the name has been changed. It's saying CloudFront.net. Earlier, it was a S3 bucket something like, no? Correct? No?
Yeah.
Now it has become a CloudFront.net. This is the web URL. We will be giving it to the customers, clients, to visit that site to see that picture actually. Okay. After that, we may have to say / the file name has to be given. Then the 10.jpg, correct? No? That was a file you uploaded.
Yeah.
That need to be typed. Okay, you can scroll down. These are all the settings which are already been we set it. We can just go through once more. Yeah, scroll down and check. Price class, all redirection supported HTTP versions, alternate domain name, nothing, logging off, cookie logging off, default root object, we are not touching it. Scroll down. That's it. You can scroll, you can go to
that's all.
You can go to that origin. Origin you can go. This is the origin from the bucket. It has been picking up that information. Origin domain it is this. Origin type is S3. Got it? Origin groups. We haven't created any group at all. Now we can go to the behavior. Behavior. Click on this now. So default bucket name, HTTPS, managed caching, optimized, everything has been done on this. This is the behavior on this. Then I can just check the error pages. What is an error page? For example, if your file which you uploaded on the S3 bucket, suddenly it has got deleted or it has been corrupted or something like that, people couldn't see that file. If they couldn't see the video content or audio content or picture content or something, at that time what we can do, CloudFront can create a custom error page for that. Means a page not available, it's under construction. Or maybe we are just troubleshooting something, you come back after some time like that. We can create a page here. So currently we don't require that. You can go to the next one. You will see that everything.
I just checked that one.
No, you can create that, yes. Yeah, next. We'll see the geographic restrictions. Here I was telling about that whitelist and blacklist. You can just click edit. You see that no restrictions at all. You can have allow list or you can have block list. Anything you can select. Click on block list. And the countries you can select from these selections. Multiple countries can be selected. You see that number of countries are shown. So one problem is that either you can select allow list or you can select block list. Means if you select certain countries under the block list, in the sense all the other countries are in allow list. Only the countries which are in the block list will be blocked like that. Currently, what is the setting? No restriction at all. Keep it no restriction. Okay. We can cancel it. Or you can just click save changes. Yeah, because we try modifying something. Okay. Now there is nothing as such. You can go to the invalidations. What is invalidation? Invalidation is nothing but when we changing the content in that bucket itself. You put one picture on there. If you changes something like extra information you added to that, that can be reflected over here. For that, we have to create the invalidation. We may do that later. First, we will see whether our content is properly displayed or not. Then we will change and we'll come and create the invalidation. Then we will verify. Okay. Now let's go to the tags. We haven't given any tag as such. You can leave that. So these are all the settings. Even we can modify anytime we want. Even after creation also we can modify that. Okay, let us come back to the general, whether we see that our site is ready or not. Distribution.
Ramnath, did
Deploy.
we add a header name?
What the header name? Which header name?
Add customer header option.
Custom heading.
We need...
Oh, that is actually we require a website to be shown to the people. No, we are not actually showing from our S3. We are giving from different domains. That time we can modify those settings. Okay. So you can, I guess you can refresh the screen. There is no way to refresh it. Huh?
No way to refresh.
You have to refresh entire screen itself. Here it can refresh. Still deploying. Let it get deployed. Oh, it's coming here.
No, it's still deploying.
Still deploying. Okay, let's wait for some time. Guess it's ready. I can see that it's last modified something it's saying. Can you see that?
I'm sorry, Ramnath. I was on a call.
Okay.
What did you say?
It's been ready, I guess now.
Yeah. It's ready.
Earlier it was saying deploying something like that. Now it has been.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can copy this domain name and put it on the last. Yeah. Don't enter it. Okay.
And file name also we had to find, right?
Yeah. Slash the file name has to be put on there. /10.jpg, something in the file name. I guess that is a file name.
Is it? I don't remember. Shall I hit enter?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Accessing, it's coming up. You see that? Now you see there is a URL is different. You see that? The URL we are receiving only the CloudFront dot something, correct now?
Yeah.
That is the difference. We are not receiving the file from the S3 bucket where it has been uploaded. We are receiving the information from the CloudFront network. That is the domain name has been completely changed. So our lab is successful.
Yeah.
This is about CloudFront. Okay.
Okay. This one should be removed.
Now we just see it's saying enabled. Now here in the screen we can see that it is enabled. It is. Enable in the sense it is
Yeah.
deployed like that. You can take it in that way.
Do I have to disable it first and then delete it?
Yes, correct. That's the way that we'll have to go. We need to disable that. Disabling may take its own time. Disabled. Okay, immediately disabled. Okay.
No.
Not
Then
coming.
I cannot delete it.
Just refresh it. Let's see.
It's not immediately.
Now it's
It's
deploying. No? Again, it will take its own time.
yeah.
You need to wait that it has been disabled completely. Something like that. Then only we can go ahead and
Delete it.
delete that. Yes. We may have to wait for again 5-10 minutes for this. Maybe. It depends on the content which is in there, how many locations it has been copied, cache has been created on that. Like that. Let's wait for things to come up. Okay.
Okay.
You can just click on this, like distributions. Yes. Here it is saying enable it is saying. Now you can just click disable in the top. Yes. Click disable. Yeah. Again, it will be taking some time. Now it is saying deploying. You can see that. Saying deploying.
Yeah.
So we may have to wait for some more time.
Okay. Okay.
Now you can try clicking on this and try deleting it. Select this, please. Here, click delete, please, in the top. Yeah. Now it's deleting. Deleted. Okay, good, nice. Let's go to the S3 bucket and we will delete the S3 bucket also. It's not required anymore. Empty the bucket and delete the bucket. Click empty. Yeah. Permanently delete. Done. Now we can click. Yeah. Yes. Goes to the next. Click on Amazon S3 and select the bucket and delete. Type the bucket name only. Yes. Delete the bucket. Finish. So now the CloudFront configuration is completely over. We created the CDN distributions, and first we created S3 buckets, and we have done all these things. Now we've seen the distribution how it is working on this by selecting the URL CDN. Then we disabled it and deleted the CloudFront configuration. Then we deleted the S3 bucket as well as the objects also. Good, nice, done.